In this lesson, we're going to spend some time talking about how to use a dictionary effectively. And specifically, we're going to take a look at dictionary guide words and how they can help us to find the word we're looking for a lot easier. So let's take a look at a sample entry. First of all, it's important to know that all of the words that are found in the dictionary are called entry words. And those entry words are arranged in alphabetical order. Can you imagine if the dictionary wasn't arranged in alphabetical order? How in the world would you find the word you're looking for in the thousands and thousands of words that book contains? So thankfully, somebody was smart enough to put them in alphabetical order. And they were also smart enough to give us guide words. Guide words are those words that you see at the top of a dictionary page. So if you look at this slide, I actually have two guide words for you: antiquity and anywhere. If you take a look at the first guide word, antiquity, that is going to be the very first word that you find defined on that dictionary page. And when you look at anywhere, that is the very last word that is found on the page. So you know on this page the only words that you're going to find are words that alphabetically fall between antiquity and anywhere. So I would certainly suggest not looking for the word alligator on this page, because alligator would not fall between these two words. So guide words, as you look at the tops of the page, can really help you to kind of narrow down where you need to look. Let's practice using some guide words together. If you could look at the first column, we have two guide words: adrift and adventure. So again, remember, that means adrift is the first word on that page and adventure is the last word on that page. Now let's take a look at the words underneath. And let's decide which one or more than one of those words would be on that page. So the first word we're going to look at is adult. Now, adult starts with the letter A, so we know we're on the right page because our two guide words start with A. Next letter is D, so far we're in good shape. Both of our guide words start with AD. Now let's look at the third letter, U. In the first word, our third letter is R, and in the second, it's V. So now you have to ask yourself, does U fall between R and V? If you need to, sing the alphabet song in your head. It does. So, adult must be a word that falls on this page. Let's look at our next choice, among. Is among going to be on this page? Well, we have the A, and both of our guide words start with A. So far, so good. Our second letter is an M. The second letter of our guide words, however, are both D's. So is a word that starts with AM going to be on this page? No, it won't be. Let's look at our next one, account. Same deal, we have that A, so we're in good shape so far. Let's look at the second letter, C. Our second letter of both of our guide words is a D. C comes before D, so this word will not be on the page. Let's look at the next choice, advance. We have the AD, so we're in good shape there. We have the V, so we're in good shape there, because adventure starts with ADV. We have to go to the fourth letter, A. Fourth letter of adventure is E. A comes before E, so advance is another good choice for a word on this page. Last one together, adverb. ADV, we're in good shape. Adventure starts with ADV. E, adventure's fourth letter is an E, so we're still in good shape. Next letter is an R, but adventure only has an N. R comes after N, so adverb will not be on this page. So for each one, just as a reminder, you need to go through each letter, matching them up, to see where it would fall, on the page or not on the page. Okay, so now let's take a look at a second example. Our two guide words are Frankfurter and freedom. And underneath are some words that may fall on that page. Using the same process we did with adrift and adventure, can you find any words that might fall on that page? Go ahead and pause the video, take a moment, and see if you can figure this one out. So what did you come up with? Did you say that free would fall on this page? If so, you are absolutely correct. Notice the last word is freedom. Free would come before freedom because it does not have, the ending of the DOM. So because it doesn't have all those letters after it, it will come before freedom. So free would be on this page. Did you find any others? I did. Fraud would also be on this page. Notice your first guide word is Frankfurter. F-R-A are the starting three letters, just like in fraud. The fourth letter is an N. The fourth letter of fraud is a U. U comes after N, and so we know that it's going to be on this page. Let's try one last example. Your two guide words are live and loaf. Go ahead and pause the video and try to decide which of those words underneath the two guide words would actually be on this dictionary page. Now let's see if you're correct. One of the words that you should have identified is load. Notice the last guide word is loaf, L-O-A, starting three letters of both words. Load ends with a D, loaf ends with an F, D comes before F, and so it will be on this page. Did you find any more? I hope so. Lizard would also be on this page. It starts with L-I, just like the guide word live starts with L-I. Live's third letter is a V. Lizard's third letter as a Z. Z comes after V, and so this word would also be on the page. Did you find any more? Oh, I hope so, because there's one more of these words that would be found on this page. And that word is llama. Let's take a look. Llama starts with LL. It's one of those absolutely strange words in our language. Our two guide words start with LI and LO. So let's look at that second letter. I for live, O for loaf. The second letter for llama is L. L comes between I and O, and so it too is going to be on this page. That one was tricky, but hopefully you figured it out. Okay, so now what I'd like you to do is do some on your own. And this exercise is a little bit different than the exercise that we just practiced together, but I think that you can get it. For each set of the three words, I want you to identify which two words are the key words, okay, so which two are the guide words, and which word is the entry word on the dictionary page. And there's an easy way to do this. If you put each set of three words in alphabetical order, then whatever is the middle word would be the entry word. And whatever the first and the last word is, those would be the guide words or the key words. Let's do the first one together so you know you're going to get one right for sure. Trout, trust, and tropical. So your goal is to put these in alphabetical order. They all start with T, so we need to move to the second letter. R. They all start with R. So now we need to take a look at the third letter. We have an O in trout, a U in trust, and an O in tropical. Well, O comes before U. So now, to figure out which word comes first, out of trout or tropical, we have to look at the fourth letter. Trout has a U, tropical has a P. So tropical comes first. So if we were to put this in alphabetical order, it would be tropical, then trout, then trust. Which means the middle word is trout. That's your entry word. Tropical and trust are your guide words or your keywords. So if you follow that same procedure through 2 through 5, you'll be able to figure out the answers fairly easily. Once you figure out the answers, please submit them as your assignment submission for this activity. As always, if you have any questions, please contact your teacher.